What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're going to be jumping into some Pirate Rumble matches. Currently it is the Championship Series, and I haven't really done too much in terms of farming. You can see my rank is currently 5k. Haven't really played that much in this Championship Series, but I mean, we're going to be jumping into it in this video today. We're basically just going to be doing some random matches and just see what we can do. And, you know, honestly, we're just going to be talking about things along the way. You know, it's going to be kind of a chill video, but, you know, I just wanted to record some of my matches. I know some of you guys probably are wondering what I'm going to be running in this Championship Series, so I guess we can just quickly go over my teams that I am using. I showed this one off in a video already. This team is absolutely crazy. This is like my main team that I usually go to. Like, if I don't know what team I want to use, this is typically the one I want to use because it is extremely strong, very consistent, and I haven't lost with it yet. It's been incredible so far. We also have this one here, which is the Free Spirit variation, which also has the potential to even do more damage than the side Free Spirit team, but this is less consistent. It obviously doesn't have as high a defense as what I'd like from a team. So this team does take more damage, but it has the higher damage ceiling in my opinion. And you know, Luffy crew is just incredible. We've got this one here, which is the Strength team. If I come up against a relatively strong Dex team, this is the team that I will always go to. Works relatively well from what I've used thus far. Then we've got a Slasher team, which I typically don't use. So it's just there because it's there. I don't really use it that much. Quick team, if we find a Strength team that's it's not too tricky, we can just use this to clear it. We've got an Int team, which I don't really use at all, and then this is the other side team that I do use. This was prior to the release of V2 Odin. This team is still very good, by the way, but with the release of Odin, you know, you might as well just use him. But I also use this team as well up against other quick related teams, but in a lot of instances, if you're up against a quick team, like the Free Spirit team just handles it very well, but we might want a little bit more flexibility. So, you know, we'll see what happens throughout this video today. So let's go ahead and find a match, and we'll be back. So this should be a pretty easy one, but I saw it there and it just seemed very interesting because it has Kinemon Denjiro as well as V2 Odin. As I said, this is going to be a pretty easy team. I don't really see us losing to this. If we do, then, you know, we suck. But there's just no way, right? Right? There's no way. This is not a very synergetic team because, I mean, while you have Kinemon Denjiro as well as Odin, the rest of the characters don't really make a lot of sense. Like, I know Vivi is mainly strength-based, Lore is strength-based, and then you got, like, just some other generic characters. I know this is not a very good team, but I just wanted to have a look at it anyway. Kinemon and Denjiro, really sucks I wasn't able to pull him. Definitely wanted to show him off in a Free Spirit-based team just to see how he kind of performs, because the Free Spirit team, while it's okay, it just feels like if you're running a side team, you just run Free Spirit. It just works way better because the Free Spirit characters are just amazing. If you're running Mono Free Spirit, it's a little less consistent because, as I mentioned in the start of this video, the team doesn't have a lot of defense. So if you're up against another opposing team that has those hard-hitting units like Yamato's versus Akainu, even can be a little bit of a problem to deal with. You know, it can just be really, really bad for the Free Spirit team. Luckily, you know, Luffy crew have that ability to just instantly revive once per adventure or once per battle. That's a pretty awesome effect to have. I'm not even really paying attention to this match. This is a complete sweep here. Marigold and, you know, Marigold and Sandazonia, they're an interesting one, especially if we do get a Strength Legend Boa Hancock in the coming weeks or months. I could really see something going on with that core of units with Sandazonia, Marigold, and Hancock. I feel like that's a really nice core, considering the fact that, you know, if they do potentially release, you know, a Boa Hancock Legend, you have like that as a 55 cost unit, and then you've got Sandazonia and Marigold, which are relatively low cost, so you still have a lot of other pieces to fit in the team. I think that's kind of interesting, but we'll have to wait and see if that actually, you know, comes into fruition. I saw this one here, it was worth 17 points. I'm definitely going to go ahead and try and abuse that fact. This is a pretty basic looking Dex team. It doesn't really have a lot of the other recently released characters like Inu, Neko, Borsellino, Moria, like those hard hitting Dex units and those really key Dex units that you will typically see in a team that you would see, you know, in 2022. This is definitely more of an older style Dex team, and this is still a team that can get some defense, no doubt about it, but considering how strong the strength characters are in Pirate Rumble right now, I'm not really too phased. I'm not really too concerned about the enemy's team here. And this is a really, really awesome team, this one that I'm using right here, this strength team, because you've got characters like Toki, and I think Allman may have some stuff that can help as well, and also Kaku. Those three characters that we mentioned have characteristics that can help us debuff the Dex color. Obviously, Legend Jack is one of the best PvP units going around these days, just a really awesome unit that you can run on a essentially any team, because his passive and his special are all rainbow. They can work for any character, and he's just got that really key special of providing like multiple health cuts and defense for your team. Just so incredible, and you can't go without saying Final Tap Kid. Such an incredible unit here, which can do that AoE damage through defense, and if we get the opportunity to actually use the special, it would be really nice to show it off, because we just cannot get a special to go here, and Final Tap Kid is about to launch. This should kill all of them. It's so satisfying to use it, dude. It's so satisfying, and then it's just Rebecca left, and yeah, that is game. Yeah, so, I mean, it's an older Dex team. Even just with a full power Dex team, I don't really think it really holds a candle to a strength attack team. And it's just the way that it goes, you know? It's kind of just like the regular type advantages that you have in Treasure Cruise right now. And if you got a strength team, it's going to work very well against that Dex team, so long as you have those very key component units. So I saw this team here, and now I'm not too sure if I showed this off in my original Free Spirit video, but this is one of the most tankiest teams you can come across in Pirate Rumble. I actually did attempt this once before, like a couple of weeks ago, with my normal side team, with, you know, Yamato, NL, etc., and it was just unable to clear it. I just couldn't do anything against this particular team. However, since the release of V2 Odin, this team has had very good success against this type of team, and the reason for it is because we're no longer relying on Yamato to be our heavy damage dealer. We now have Odin as another extremely heavy damage dealer, and not only can Odin provide that, he can also have a 70% chance to action bind those characters, restricting them from activating their very pesky specials that either can increase their defense, halve our stats, provide healing, inflict damage over time, which is very annoying with this team. Reiju is such a key component to this int team working, because inflicting that level 3 damage over time is no joke, as they can tank so many hits, and that damage over time is going to last for a pretty long time, and you're going to lose a lot of health due to that. Having the Roger launch as well is really good to just reduce some of their stats there. Also, Rebecca providing that. Yamato, who are you deciding to hit? Okay, very, very good damage there versus Reiju, and unfortunately, Odin's not going to hit that many characters here. At least we got rid of Peruna. She's really, really annoying. We got very unlucky with those, with the unit placements there. If Odin was able to hit a majority of his team, we would have just destroyed him right there. That is super unfortunate. Komurosaki providing some healing components there, and here's Reiju with her really annoying effect of inflicting damage over time, and that looked like it targets all characters. Oh, that's a shame. That do be a shame. Okay, I don't think Law actually gets rid of that. I know that Law, when he does use his special, he gets rid of some debuffs. I think it might be like Special Bind and Paralysis and stuff like that. Who do we KO there? We got rid of the Jozu, okay. Smoker is also kind of an annoying character. He has a pretty good special, does a lot of damage. I think he can like Special Bind or something like that. NL is also pretty annoying too, because when he comes on and you have like 6 or less characters in total for your team, he provides a huge defense buff there. Roger once again providing some good key debuff removal there. Very, very good. So attack and defense and speed down. Rebecca once again is going to launch a special and provide defense down. So we're reducing all that defense. Yamato is going to launch again, which is so good. Oh my god, they barely survived. At least Odin should be able to get a good launch here. Here we go. Oh my god, dude! Dude, oh my god. Odin is a beast. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? People think I'm joking when I say Odin is one of the best characters in PvP. Dude, that literally shows why he is so good. He does so much damage, and even if they stayed alive, 70% chance to action bind them as well. Holy, that is absolutely incredible. I'm so glad I got that on camera. Jumping into the next match here, we found a pretty solid looking quick team. Like this is, I wouldn't say it's, I guess it's pretty close to optimal. This is a very good looking quick team, and we're going to jump in with this team here. Now normally I'd probably just use Free Spirit once again, but of course I want to shake things up. I don't want you guys to see, you know, the same things over and over again. So let's jump in with the Dex team. Of course this is probably one of the most optimal Dex teams you could build. Personally, I haven't actually attempted to use 6+ V2 Doflamingo in Pirate Rumble yet. I have him completely built out, so he's ready to go. I just haven't actually used him yet, but I really want to test him out and see how he kind of performs, especially in this kind of team as well. But it's hard to kind of test out that type of unit, because he's the type of unit that you probably want to run on the bench, so it's hard to test a unit like that. But either way, let's jump into this one. Of course, CatDog will hard carry this on top of Moria. Like Moria and CatDog, like those three in particular, are going to hard carry this. They just do so much goddamn damage towards quick enemies. Of course, Bellamy is going to launch first. Defense, health cut, Pretty typical stuff there. Kaido just missed out on his special there. Borsalino's going to give us a bit of stat increase as well. Defense, attack, you'd love to see it. And Cavendish also, unfortunately, just missed out. We're going to take a lot of damage here as well. Akainu is going to launch, give us a health cut and additional damage, but we will be able to block some of that damage there, which is actually very good. Cat should be able to do pretty good damage here. Boom, look at that, dude. So much damage. And then Mori is going to do damage and defense down. All that defense down. And see you later, Magellan. Alright, looking pretty good right now. Can't wait for Dog to use his special as well. He should hit pretty hard. Here it is right here. Level 7 attack, level 4 defense, and a counter, and all that damage as well. And that is all she wrote. Cavendish should also get a KO. See you later. Oh my god. It was a whitewash. Absolute whitewash. I mean, this is done in the first 50 seconds. That's pretty good, considering that was essentially a pretty optimal quick team right there. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know, the type advantages really do matter now in Pyro Rumble. You know, when PvP first came out, type advantages didn't really mean that much. But now we've seen the meta evolve into what it is right now. And yeah, it's just the way that the teams go. Alright, we're going to jump into this one. I am not very confident here. I mean, the Final Tap Kid and the Luffy Crew Jack teams, these teams are pretty hard to take on. And we saw in January 2021 how powerful they were. I feel semi-confident, but I don't know. I really don't know. So, you know, if we lose, it is what it is, but I do feel like if I would normally come up against this team, probably just use the Psy-Free Spirit team as it's just super consistent, and I feel very comfortable using that team. This team, however, look, I think I've said in many videos now, if you guys have been watching my Pyro Rumble content, I believe that the Quick team is probably one of the worst defense teams you could be running right now, because not only does the Dex team absolutely destroy it, but so many other teams can destroy it. Basically, if you run a side team with Wano Law, you're going to have a really easy time against the Quick team, considering essentially all the characters you run on a team like this are going to be driven characters. But starting off very strong, getting the Akainu launch, we're going to take a bit of damage here from Ace though. That's a lot of damage, god darn. Alright, well at least we're getting some really good attack here, because we're going to get the Kaido special. Great damage there. Magellan, hopefully haste either Groggy Monsters or Shiryu would be fantastic. Okay, Shiryu goes to the top of the order. That's exactly what we're looking for. I don't know if Luffy's been KO'd yet, but either way, he's going to get revived. Yep, there's the revive there. Magellan's going to launch, and now Luffy will launch as well, which is going to haste himself and the Trafalgar Law character. Unfortunately, Shiryu goes down, but at this point here, 7-2. Don't really see too much going on here. I think we'll be pretty okay. The Groggy Monsters actually might finish it off here. Oh, just missed it, but it's fine. Kaido's going to get that dub right there. And there we go. So we got through it relatively unscathed, thankfully. So yeah, that was a pretty easy match at the end of the day, but still, I don't feel super comfortable using the Quick team, unless if I am up against like a full mono strength team with no V2 Rayleigh or Straw Hat Crew. Luckily, this time around, we did get the job done. So with all that being said, that is going to conclude yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and good luck with your farming in Pyro Rumble. Hopefully your matches go incredibly well. Hopefully you get that good RNG. If you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.